What is up, guys? Happy Tuesday. Today is the day that I typically release a devotional on the Info Hub, but today I actually want to just go through it with you guys instead of referencing it to you and telling you to go read the devotion on the Info Hub. So if you still want to read it, you can find that devotion on yourcalvary.info/updatesforstudents. Or you can stay and watch the rest of this video because it's pretty much going to be the exact same thing. So as I was going on a run yesterday, this song came on my phone. It's actually more of a clip from a sermon. And that clip is called The Line Interlude. And you can find that on Apple Music or Spotify or by going to the Info Hub. And I posted a link to the YouTube video there so you can listen to that. But in this little 1 minute, 30-second clip or so of this message, this pastor is talking about the concept of the line. And the line is something like this. It's a mentality of, well, as long as I don't do this, then I'm okay. God is okay with the decisions I make as long as it's this and not that, and I don't take it one step further. And it looks kind of like this. It's a mentality of, okay, well, if this is sin, as long as I don't cross this line, I'm in the clear. God's going to be happy with me. And this maybe sounds okay. It might be a way of helping you not sin more. But at the same time, it's a really flawed mentality, and it's a dangerous perspective and philosophy to live our lives by and to make decisions. James 2:10 says, anyone who stumbles at just one point of the law is guilty of breaking it all. 1 Peter 15-17 says, but just as he who called you is holy, be holy in all that you do. For it is written, be holy because I am holy. Since you call on a Father who judges each person's work impartially, live out your time as a foreigner here in reverent fear. In other words, this mentality of, well, at least I'm not doing that sin, or at least I didn't take it to that next step and cross the line or get even closer to the line. It's a pretty weak argument and flawed argument like I was talking about. God is calling us to be holy and to be set apart in all that we do. And so if you're a follower of Christ, we shouldn't be trying to tiptoe as close to the line as possible. We shouldn't be trying to live right here and to make decisions based off of, okay, well, at least I'm not sinning. Our decisions shouldn't be based on not crossing the line, but based off of love and reverence for who God is and wanting to be more like Christ in all that we do. And I bring this up to you today because this was a super helpful shift to me when I was in high school. It was a helpful shift for me to, I did go through this process a lot. I was like, okay, well, I messed up, but at least I didn't do this. And I created multiple lines. And I was like, okay, well, I crossed that little line, but at least I didn't cross this. And this shift of, okay, it's not about crossing lines, but it's more about my love and obedience to God and wanting to be more like Christ. That was a huge game changer. It helped me to see why I actually made decisions and helped me to follow Christ in a way that was more pure and genuine. And it helped me grow in my love for God. And this is not easy by any means, not even close to easy. Becoming more like Jesus is a lifelong process, and we're not going to be perfect at it. It's a daily process with daily decisions and ups and downs. But at the end of the day, it's about striving to be more like Christ out of our love for him instead of trying to push the line. It's about chasing the whole opposite direction. God is way over here. Sin is over here. That is not of God. We shouldn't be trying to hang out close to the line or tiptoeing this line, but we should be chasing God the whole other direction. And so my challenge for you guys today is, where can you see in your own life where you're possibly trying to tiptoe the line, or where you're not seeking God more, but trying to just be in the clear? Our faith isn't works-based, and we hear that all the time. It's our love and faith and trust in God and wanting to be more like him in all that we do. And so how can you look to Jesus when making decisions instead of tiptoeing the line? I hope that this makes sense, and maybe listening to the actual message would make a little bit more sense. And like I said, I definitely recommend you going to the Info Hub and yourcalvary.info/updatesforstudents and watching a clip from that message. But I'm going to end this with just a little quote from it, and then I will see you guys later, all right? It says, "We should be making every effort to add every bit of grace to our lives. We should be looking to Him, adding the knowledge of Him to our lives, pursuing godliness." And by God, I mean that with all reference. By God, we will grow in assurance that we are saved. We will not grow in assurance by always asking, "Can I keep 1 foot close to the line?" We're not going to grow and be more like Christ if we live with that mentality, guys. We need to pursue God in all that we do, and it should be more about becoming more like Christ in love and grace and truth, not just trying to avoid sin. Love you guys. I'll see you all later. Bye.